Yeah. Sometimes you just get awkward draws. Maybe he milled to 3 like John did last game.
Could have gone down to 3 cards. All right. It looks like they've already begun, and Joshua has a turn 1 Wild Nicodle in play. That's one of the most powerful turn 1 plays you can make. A 3/3 for 1 mana. Pretty impressive. Let's see if Matt has the Swords to Plowshares when Joshua sends that kitty into the red zone. A couple of Pyroblasts in Joshua's hand. And it looks like Matt has a Path to Exile. And that's not necessarily the card you want. It's not the removal spell that's best there. And that's a fine path there. He has the Mana Leaks in hand, which could have been counter spells, especially because he has Caracas and a bunch of colorless lands. Or I guess actually maybe that makes the Mana Leaks better. Right.
Yeah, it's an interesting kind of dilemma there. I know Mana Leak typically doesn't see play in Legacy, but Chapin and I had this discussion last year in Denver. We'll get more to that in a minute, but yeah, Mishra's Factory joins Caracas and Scalding Tarn on Matt's side of the board, and Joshua now crashes in for 1 with the Curd Ape, not for 1, for 2 with the Curd Ape. And Tarmogoyf, who will likely crash in for more had it not been spell snared. Oh, but Millikn has the Pyroblast, yeah.
Yeah, I think Matt's just going to go ahead and... Oh, no, he can't. He just has white mana left.
So Tarmogoyf sticks. And a Brainstorm from Matt.
Yeah, Matt with that Beta Tundra. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Matt seems to be tanking at this point.
Yeah, he's in the middle of resolving the Brainstorm, trying to figure out what he wants to put back.
All right. Put some cards back. Has a fetch land. This is the
very nice use of the Brainstorm, right?
To handle these types of situations.
All right, so Goyf and Curd Ape into the red zone. Looks like Mishra's Factory tries to block the Tarmogoyf, but instead meets a Lightning Bolt. And Millikn doing a really good job of stopping Hoey's answers. Seems like he has all the answers for the answers.
And I mean, Matt's still at 17 though.
Yeah,
he could kind of just draw a Snapcaster Mage and end this game. It's a shame that he's gonna have those dead Mana Leaks, but. Hey, the Mana Leaks also have terrible synergy with Path to Exile. I don't think you can leave the Mana Leaks in when you're bringing in your Path to Exiles.
I'm with you on that.
You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. And is that Vendilion Click, which meets a second Pyroblast.
Now Matt's going to take a pretty big hit here.
Yeah. Goyf and Curd Ape again crashing in. And we've got a second Nicodle for Millikn.
And I believe he's got a Wrath of God here.
And there it is, Wrath of God. You may not be able to read what it does, but it's
promo.
destroy all creatures and they can't be regenerated.
One of the cooler promos that they came out with.
Trust me, that's what it says. That's what it does. It's a lot harder to convince people.
Promos.
Yeah. It's a lot harder to convince people what Crypto Command does, though. You're like, I can choose. No, it doesn't do all that. There's a Wasteland from Matt. A Judge promo Wasteland, I believe.
Ooh, very nice. Matt with the
fancy cards.
Fancy.
Got Guru Islands, I think.
Fancy, Matt.
Those the Guru Islands. Either way, they're fancy islands.
Yeah, I mean, he has Guru Islands, Guru Plains,
Beta,
Judge promo Wasteland, Caracas, and Beta Tundra.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's a lot of stuff. All right, well, Matt
promo
has a Snapcaster
Wrath of God there. promo Wrath, too, the Texas Wrath. And there we have Grim Lavamancer gets Path to Exile. And as you mentioned, Millikn looking awfully dead with those paths. Those paths come in.
Yeah, now Matt's got a little bit of a decision to make, but he's on 8, so he kind of has a little bit of time.
Brandon Lowe to the main event stage, please. Standard win box number 12 is ready to begin. Brandon Lowe to the main event stage, please. Standard win box number 12 is
All
ready
right,
to begin.
and Matt Hoey decides to go with the Snapcaster Mage.
All right, Snapcaster Brainstorm. I believe that's what he said. So he plays an island, taps a blue, and a Lightning Helix from Millikn. I believe, not sure exactly what it targeted, but assuming it may have targeted Matt himself.
Yeah, that seems like the direction that Joshua would most likely going at this point.
So we see Matt considering a Spell Snare, I believe, at the front of his hand.
But he's thinking to himself, I'm at 5, whatever. That's
Right,
That's his dilemma.
He's thinking, what's this spell, this Lightning Helix all about, you know?
Call for Brandon Lowe. Brandon Lowe to the main event stage for standard win box number 12. Brandon Lowe to the main event stage for standard win box number 12, please.
Okay. Yeah, so the
Just confirmation that Brainstorm was targeted with Snapcaster. When he attempted to... Yeah, when he attempted to Brainstorm, in response, the Lightning Helix came down. Lightning Helix, I believe, resolved there, and then a Price of Progress was attempted, and Matt Spell Snared that. And a Red Elemental Blast from Josh to empty his hand. And yeah, that'll do it. Millikn, 2-0. So that's apparently how you beat Blue-White Blade with Zoo. You draw all the blasts, all the red blasts.
yeah, if you draw 3 red blasts, it obviously is not that bad.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, I'm still very surprised that Matt lost that one.
It was tough, I think, because really, like, how your opponent obviously drew 3 of his sideboard cards, and they're pretty much, a 1-mana sideboard